Okay, then last but not the least, this is what one Emirati guy has sent me, and he has been very polite, and I wanted to give him the due respect. His name is Zaid Al Shamsi. So I don't know if he is part of the Al Shamsi or he's part of the Zaid family. Very educated, very articulate, and a lot of respect to him. And I'll read out what he has stated. Okay, this is what he put on a public platform. This was my hilarious response to an Emirati who wrote to me. So he says, I just want to say that there is nothing wrong with the government helping the people. I totally agree with you. There's nothing wrong with the government helping the people if it's perfectly capable to do so. By the way, he's written very well. His English is pretty good. That means he's very educated. Second thing, as an Emirati, I strongly disagree with the stereotype that the Emiratis will never work or come to work late. Yes, some do, but majority don't. I would disagree with you and say majority are lazy. The very few are not lazy. And there are elite few who are the best of the best. Okay? And the challenge for this, my open challenge to you is, an Emirati, if he opens up a business, will never hire Emiratis. An Emirati, if he opens a business, always hires Indians, Filipinos, Pakistanis, all other nationalities except Emiratis. Why? Because an Emirati cannot control an Emirati. An Emirati will never listen to an Emirati. An Emirati doesn't take work seriously. But an Asian, out of fear, they work very hard. So I can challenge you on this fact that an Emirati, if he runs a business, the best person to employ is not an Emirati. Why? Because the ROI is greater in a nation and the least in an Emirati. Because you have to pay high salaries. They are not under control. They will never listen. So you can prove me wrong. Okay. Then what he says is, the people of UAE have stood by these families. Okay. As for buying loyalty thing, that is the government is buying loyalty, that is far from the truth. Why? He says, the people of UAE have stood by these families for hundreds of years, stopped the Ottoman expansion in Arabia, fought the Persian expansion coming from the Gulf, ended the Portuguese occupation, fought the British 3 times, and even though the land has been occupied over and over again, whether by European empires or Saudi Arabia or Oman, the people of UAE have stood with these families over and over again. All of that happened in a time where oil wasn't a thing. The ruler is as poor as his people, and there was barely enough food to survive. Our loyalty to the rulers doesn't come whether or not they pay our loans. Okay. Now, you're talking of the glory days 50, 60 years ago. 50, 60 years ago, they were not showing off their wealth. They were not, there was no booze, alcohol. There was no prostitutes so openly. There was no pretext of, we are Islam, we follow Islam, but then you'll get a Russian whore. You'll get a European whore. You'll get booze parties. You'll get all that. That was not there at that time. They were very simple people. They were not showing off on social media. I have this big car. I have this big house. They were very simple people. That is why Sheikh Rashid was so beloved. That is why Sheikh Zayed was so beloved. Okay. But the new generation that is coming is totally fuck all. It's absolutely fuck all. You're talking of the glory days of the past where people, those were Badus who were living, eating date palms, who were sleeping in tents, who were very simple people. They had values and they fought with these occupations. Today's generation, jack shit. They only fight on social media. So you can't compare the glory days of the past and compare that loyalty to today. Tell me one thing. Do you think Sheikh Zayed and Sheikh Rashid would have made peace with Israel? Israel, which is torturing the Palestinians, do you think that Sheikh Zayed and Sheikh Rashid supporting Islam, supporting the Palestinian people, would have made peace with the Israelites? Never. Okay, so don't tell me that, they are not paying that's all bullshit. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying of the past. I agree that they were people of character, they were people of strength and courage. Totally agree with you. But those were people who lived with poverty and simplicity, not with booze and women and the wealth and gambling and all that shit that is happening today. Okay, paying the loans started by Sheikh Zayed, may rest in peace. I totally agree with you. Absolutely. And Sheikh Zayed should be respected always. He did it because the people that took loans, he's saying loans, it's loans, needed the money whether they were dirt poor. Totally agree with you. You are saying absolutely right. Sheikh Zayed used to literally go house to house, person to person, and sign the checks and pay the poor people. They say, how much, what do you need? He used to dig wells. He used to build trees. He used to take care of them. I totally agree with you on this. Okay. And to this day, the government pays the loans of poor families Poor families and idiots, both. Okay, not everyone is poor family and so on. Explain to me, why does a local need one car for him, one car for his wife, one car for his baby, one car for his son, one car for his daughter, have 4 wives, have 10 children? Why? That is necessity. That is stupidity. Okay. Have 1 wife, have 2 children, that's enough. You have 10 children, you have 4 wives, and you have 5 girlfriends, and you have 6 concubines, and you have to live in a big house, and you have to have the latest Rolls Royce, the latest Range Rover, the latest. How many cars do you need? That is all bullshit. Okay. That's called bullshit. Okay. And if you are going to say that all locals are sweet, just go in the night time, or best yet, go to any third world countries during Ramadan. How many locals are there? How many locals are busy shagging girls and guys? How many? Yeah, tell me, here's one thing. Go to Ajwan, go to Ras Al Khaimah, go and see nightclubs. How many Arabs are there sitting and drinking alcohol? Locals dressed up in their, kandura. Local Emiratis. So you tell me if I'm wrong. Why don't you call a spade a spade? Why don't you talk about prostitution? Why don't you talk about gambling? Why don't you bring those issues? You only show one side, but not the other side. Then he says, at least UAE acknowledges the problem and trying to fix. No, it has not acknowledged the problem. It has not acknowledged human rights violation. It has not acknowledged prostitution. It has not acknowledged that it does gambling. It has not acknowledged its faults. Never. They have never admitted this. Okay, that is bull. I don't know why you make videos just to attack the UAE. All the countries are problem. Because I stayed in UAE 40 years. What do you expect me to talk about Brazil? I don't know anything about Brazil. I know about UAE because I've been there 40 years. And things need to change. Agree with you. Okay. At least the UAE acknowledges the problem and is trying to fix it. Trying to fix it by shortcuts. And trying to make things better for everyone, citizens and residents alike. They're trying to make things better for themselves first, citizens next, last expatriates, because expatriates are also not generous. Okay. Then the government and the people of UAE have known the contribution of expats. I agree with you. Okay. The government has constantly thanked them. Thanking verbally, I can thank you. I love you. You're amazing. You're so sweet. You're my brother. Like how the Sheikh came. You're my brother. You're my sister. You're everything. We don't need that. We need money. Paisa, baba, paisa. Money pays the bills, not lip service. Okay. And said that expat have a huge role in society. You can say a lot of things. It doesn't pay the bills. And Emiratis always say that on social. Saying I can say UAE number one, Emiratis number one, Islam number one, all that is saying. Actions, Baba, actions. Money does the talking. Expatriates come to UAE not for sweet sounding words. It doesn't pay the bills. Okay. The guy who sent that video is probably a kid and was just angry. Well, he must have been either a kid or he's stupid. But the thing we all feel that way is because your videos like an attack. Many people make videos about negative things about UAE. See, listen, Zaid Al-Shamsi, UAE is not a bad place. UAE is the best among all the Middle East countries. I'm telling you, UAE is the best. You want to make money? I tell people go to UAE. UAE is the number one place. It is peaceful, it's loving, it's caring, but it's not perfect. That's all I'm saying. The only thing is, I call a spade. I call bullshit. Okay? Where UAE has to be admired, I totally admire it. I've told you, you can make the maximum money in UAE. Sheikh Mohammed, irrespective what problems he has had, I totally admire that man. MB Mohammed bin Zayed, I think he's an amazing, charismatic leader. So what is good about UAE? I say yes. See, Abu Dhabi was featuring UFC. Sheikh Mohammed's vision of making the desert what it was, okay, minus the mistakes, the over development. But I've given credit where credit is due. And I still tell people that if there's any place in the world where you can make money easily, it's UAE. So UAE does have its plus points, but just focusing on the plus point doesn't help. Even India, I'm an Indian passport holder. I still bash up India with regards to rape. I call India the rape capital of the world. I call India on its hypocrisy. I call India on its uneducation, on its stupidity. There's so many things which I talk about. You just Google search. I speak negative about Indians also. So just because you highlight what is bad and what is wrong, it doesn't mean you hate the people. Emiratis, I've always said, Emiratis are more classy people than most of the other Arabs. I've said this. Muslims have helped me. Muslims have helped me, not Christians, not Hindus, Muslims. Okay, when I was in trouble in UAE, it was only Muslims. So I give credit where credit is due. It's not that I only speak negative about UAE. And I've also told you, I admire Sheikh Mohammed. I admire these guys. But If something is wrong, it's wrong. Don't expect me to kiss ass even if you do wrong. And I can only talk about it now because I'm not in UAE. Had I been in UAE, they would lock me up in jail and put me in some solitary cell and let me die, rot and die there. Okay. But your videos are not received as criticism, it comes as hatred. You can perceive whatever you like. What can I do? So, like, everyone has an opinion. So, how can I change your opinion? I'm not there to change your opinion. You are right to your opinion, I'm right to mine. Okay? That is why many get worked up. Anyway, Zaid Al Shamsi, I just want to say thank you. You've been a very classy guy. Your English, I mean, fantastic. I was pretty impressed. I want you to know that I don't hate Emiratis. My mentor was Emirati, okay, for 20 plus years. My foundation was built by him. Muslims, Arab Muslims, the real ones, the good people. There are classy, see, there is good, bad, ugly everywhere. So I don't want to brush everyone in the same paint. So that is why I say there is good, there is bad. I tell people there are two sides to every coin. But just because I like something, just because I love something, doesn't mean there's no flaws. Tomorrow, even if I have to criticize my wife, in my videos I have, and I've told my wife, you can criticize me openly. Even my baby, there are good things, there are bad things. So everyone is good and bad. Even I'm not perfect. Okay, so I just want to put this. Last if not the least, what I want to say is, I was told by this guy, I don't know, this is new feature where after they send the message vanishes or something. I should have taken a screenshot. It seems that there are some bloggers or something getting together to expose me or destroy my reputation or put me in trouble or some shit like that. Okay. I just want to answer that by saying, see, listen, even if I have something scandalous about me, I'm a bad guy, I'm a loose character, I've had girlfriends, boyfriends, I went to prostitutes, whatever the case. Okay. But irrespective what the character is of the person or what the infamous, oh, he was bad, he drinks, smokes, or whatever, the message that is given, the communication, that doesn't change the facts. Okay. So even if somebody is trying to expose me as evil, bad, moneymaker, I've told you I'm bad. I was a playboy. I want to make money. This is not charity. I don't want to change the world. I'm not a saint. So I don't know what other thing people are going to expose. In fact, I have exposed myself on my own channel and told all my drawbacks. So, and as for this, that they are planning to kill me and assassinate me, I've told you, I'm just small ant. It's not even worth the bullet that they'll buy to shoot me. Okay, I'm not worth it. So that I found really silly. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know what you think. Like I told you, this is an opinion from someone. You tell me if this is true or false. And I'd love to read your comments. This is me signing off. You guys take care. Keep yourself safe. Remember, you're in UAE to make money, live and let live. Let's everyone be happy. This is me signing off. You guys take care.